Hello,
Good
Mr.
afternoon,
Ariana.
Miss.
Good afternoon.
Sorry, I'm late.
Uh, Not really, but I just had to keep you in the waiting room for a little bit longer because I forgot to record the last session.
Oh,
I actually forgot to record the
oh,
session, so I forgot to click the record button. So this time, I made sure that I recorded
okay.
first before I admit you to the room. Okay, so how are you today?
I'm fine. Thank you, Miss.
You're fine.
How about you?
I'm good as well. Thank you so much for asking. So, since this is our last session before the break, our break is until the 20th of May. Have you
Hmm.
got the calendar of our academic?
I don't have.
Oh, you don't? Oh, I thought from JSM they already gave the schedule. Not yet?
Oh no, not.
Oh, okay. So I will send the schedule later then. So we're going to have a break until the 20th of May before
Okay.
we continue. And then one session for review. And then the next session, you're going to have your midterm test.
Okay.
There is, but the midterm test is oral test. So should be,
Oh,
because this is a conversation class. So most things are orally. So there you go, Mr. Ariana. I'm going to, while we're waiting for our classmates, I'm going to ask you again to start a small talk to practice, keep on practice.
mm, okay. Um, I have no idea to start.
Anything from the weather, simple things,
um,
maybe.
may I ask about favorite food?
Oh, sure, sure.
Okay. Uh, what is your favorite Western food?
Favorite Western food. I would have to say probably pizza or pasta.
Oh, I see.
Pasta then, because it's easier to make.
Yes.
I usually always have pasta, different types of pasta in my home. And
Mm,
I already made the sauce and I just store it in the fridge. So whenever I want to eat pasta, I just boil the pasta and then. How about you, Mr. Ariana?
I love steak.
Oh, do you make it at home?
Yes, I bought the meat, raw meat,
Mm-hmm.
and actually to cook steak is very easy. I just put salt and pepper, that's it. It apa? Just it and delicious. It was delicious.
Mm. By the way, it's steak instead of stick. Steak.
Steak, steak.
Got it. So,
Mm.
what's your favorite type of meat?
I think rib eye is very juicy,
Mhm.
but the most tender is
Tenderloin.
tenderloin. Yes, but not juicy. Tenderloin is not juicy.
Well, it doesn't have a lot of fat. That's the problem with tenderloin.
Tenderloin has no fat.
Yeah,
Only
that's
yes,
why it's not juicy
yes,
because the
because no fat.
juice
Mm.
typically comes from the fat. Hello, Mr. Randy. Good afternoon.
Hello, Mr. P. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much. How about you?
I'm a little sick.
So, uh, because this is what, a week to Eid al-Fitri, I suppose all of you are getting busier with but the traffic is not that crowded, right?
No, very quiet, Miss.
Mm, so I'm glad to hear that. Uh, Go on, Mr. Ariana, you can extend your small talk to Mr. Randy.
Mr. Randy,
No.
are you at office?
Wait,
Yes.
you were talking about food earlier.
Oh,
You can
okay.
extend that
Oh, okay.
to Mr.
Randy, what is your favorite food?
My favorite food is uh nasi bebek.
Nasi bebek.
How about you, Mr. Reno?
I love nasi bebek too. My
Hmm.
favorite is Sinjai.
Oh,
Oh,
Sinjai, I know. Oh, but I have one favorite place for nasi bebek is local seller. Yeah. uh, near my house.
Oh,
Like, oh, that's good too. The name is Bebek Pai.
fine.
Paing.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Bebek Pai.
Paing.
He is from Blitar. He said.
See.
Mine is Chadai.
Ada I.
It's also near my home.
Okay.
Oh, jadi
I honestly think Sinjai is too salty.
something.
Mm-mm.
But I love the sambal ya.
I see. Uh, if I'm not mistaken, the Sinjai place at Ahmad Yani is already closed, or is it still operating?
I don't know.
There is a Sinjai place,
Yes.
and you know that one, right? Hello, Miss
Yeah.
Ruth.
Hello, Miss.
Oh, oh, today is Batik Day. No wonder you're all wearing different.
Yeah.
Usually it's a
Oh,
uniform, so I was like, why is Miss Ruth wearing different uniform? But it's actually Batik Day.
batik day.
Yeah,
I see. How are you today, by the way?
I'm good.
Busy?
Very busy.
Oh,
Always
we have
busy.
many deadlines
Always.
and many agendas.
I know. That's why I said to Mr. Andy and Mr. Arjono, nearing Eid al-Fitri, you're getting busier and busier.
Yeah.
Luckily, today is our last day before the term break. So I asked Mr. Arjono earlier whether you've got the academic calendar from your office, but apparently you haven't got the academic calendar. Not yet.
Academic calendar uh, for this
For,
course, Miss.
yes, for this class?
Um, no,
No. Oh, I
not
see.
yet. Yeah.
I will send the academic calendar later then. So like I said earlier, today is the last day before the break, and then you'll have the break until the 20th of May. And then you'll have a session for a review, and then we'll have the midterm test. So the midterm test is orally, so don't worry. You just have to prepare confidence. That's all we need to talk, right?
Sometimes I'm more confident if it is writing test.
Yes. So Mr. Ariano, Mr. Andy, and I were talking about food earlier. Mr. Andy, maybe you can extend the question to Miss Ruth.
Okay. Hello, Miss Ruth.
Hello,
Uh,
Mas Randy.
before we talk about favorite food. My favorite food is nasi bebek. Uh, there is near of my home. How about you? what is your favorite food, by the way?
I like everything that sweet, sour, salt, and junk food.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I
junk
like
food.
everything about junk food and the kind of happening tea like boba.
Okay.
Okay. But it's not healthy, right? The junk food and the boba things is not healthy. Because
But
of
it's good,
them,
right?
no,
It's
the junk food and the boba, it's not good for your health.
uh, okay.
So although I like this food, I also often eat like a juice,
Hmm.
mango juice or um, dragon fruit juice.
Oh, that is great.
These are the food that I like that and I always consume. How
Hmm.
about you?
Hmm.
Is it only? Oh, pardon me. You said your favorite food is nasi bebek, right?
Nasi bebek, right?
Okay. It's also not healthy.
Yeah, not healthy, but I the apa? Don't eat every day. No, just one for 1 week. Hmm.
Oh, okay. How about drinks?
Uh, Drink. Is standard. I mean, uh, iced tea.
Iced tea.
Yeah. You said you know that.
The perfect combination between nasi bebek and iced tea. I actually prefer German than iced tea though when I eat nasi bebek,
German.
jeruk manis.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
okay.
So I think it's more refreshing than iced tea for nasi bebek. How about you, Mr. Ariana? Which one do you prefer for nasi bebek?
Mm, if I eat nasi bebek, I always drink just mineral.
Oh, just mineral
Oh.
water.
Mm.
Nobody wants to combine nasi bebek with soda.
No. Strange.
That's
So,
wrong.
Mhm.
Miss Ruth, you don't look like someone who eats junk food, by the way. I mean, people will probably think I eat junk food, but I've been trying to eat healthier food these days. So I don't know, but you don't look like somebody who eats junk food.
Because I don't, uh, I'm not fan of people who like eat snacks.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, and I have perfectly not perfectly. I have a very good metabolism, maybe.
Hmm. Nice. Okay. So that's probably my weakness. I like snacking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So while we're um not sure where Mr. Wira
Mr.
is,
Wira have
another appointment.
deadline. Oh,
Hmm.
deadline work.
Ah, I see. Okay. So last session, because Mr. Randy and Ms. Ruth were not here, we talked about making arrangements. So this is the kind of conversation that we have. Mr. Ariana, are you ready?
I'm ready, miss.
Okay, we're going to give an example to Mr. Randy and Ms. Ruth how to make the arrangement. Okay. I'm going to ask you to change these into your personalized conversation. Ready, Mr. Ariana?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, you can do the man in the blue t-shirt, blue shirt, sorry.
Hi, Miss Teddy. When can
Hello.
we talk? When can we talk about
the annual report.
Oh, do you mean the annual traffic report? How about Monday next month, perhaps?
All right. Please tell Mr. Randy and Miss Ruth to get ready with the projection of the traffic, the next year traffic,
Oh, sure, sure. So when is the meeting next month, Mr. Ariono?
as early as possible. Say 9 o'clock.
Oh, I don't think I can make it at 9 o'clock. How about 11 o'clock?
Okay, no problem.
Where can we have the meeting?
We can meet. We will meet at meeting room number 1 on second floor.
Okay, then I'll inform Mr. Andy and Miss Ruth about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss.
So that's the kind of conversation that we tried making last session. Mr. Andy and Miss Ruth, are you ready to try that conversation as well? I need you to change the topic into something that is close to your work. So like Mr. Ariana talking about annual report and so on. Maybe you want to talk about something that you are doing at the moment. Okay. Mr. Ruth, I'm going to ask you to be the man in the blue shirt. Mr. Randy, you're going to be the woman first.
Hello, Mr. Randy.
Hello, Miss Ruth.
When can we talk about the legal SOP things?
Oh, wait. Do you mean?
The legal procedure for the administration?
Okay. Do you mean the offer? Do you mean draft last day? How about next Tuesday?
All right, please tell Mr. Randy and Mr. Wira to get ready to join us about that discussion.
Sure. What time is the meeting on next Tuesday?
Maybe earlier is better. How about the next Monday?
Oh, Monday. What time?
9 o'clock?
Oh, 9 o'clock. Okay, it's fine. Where we can do that? Where we can do that?
Yeah, on the finance meeting room and the second floor.
All right. I will inform Mr. Wira and Mr. Aryono. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, there you go. Hello, Mr. Wira. Good
Hello,
afternoon.
good afternoon. Sorry, miss, I'm late.
Yep, it's okay. I know all of you are busy at the moment. So this is what I caught earlier. Ms. Ruth and Mr. Randy said legal. Remember, it's legal in English. The legal SOP, if I'm not mistaken. That's what you talked about.
Yeah.
Legal SOP.
Legal SOP.
So it's legal.
Legal, yeah. I forgot.
Yep. Now we're going to do our listening as usual. This is the second session. However, our listening is cut last session.
Yes.
Yeah, so sorry about that. So last session, we already heard 1 and 2 at the office. Now we're going to try with number 3 and number 4. So if you can guess first before we listen, what do you think Kelly is saying? Any idea?
What time we will meet?
Pardon? What is it, Mr. Wira?
What time we will meet?
What time we will meet? Okay. And then the next one. Really? Let's go together. Okay. What time we will meet? How about 2 o'clock today?
Okay, fine. Where? Maybe where?
Where? Okay. So fine. Where? What about my house? And then?
Hmm,
What can you fill in this part? Oh, by the way, you can see my screen for conversation 3, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I see.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah. Let's ask Pete to join us.
Fine with me.
Fine with me. Okay, so we have what time we will meet, and then fine
Hmm.
where, and then fine with me. Now we're going to listen to the conversation, and we're going to match our answers or our guest with our guesses with the real conversation.
With suitable expressions. Then practice the dialogue
Go.
How about 2 o'clock today?
on the phone.
When is the technology exhibition held?
Monday through Saturday this week.
Really? Let's go together.
Okay. When will we go?
How about 2 o'clock today?
Fine. Where do we meet?
What about at my house?
Great. Let's ask Pete to join us. He can drive for us.
Yep, that's the idea.
Okay, so what exactly did
4.
Kelly say?
In the elevator.
When can we meet to talk about?
You almost got it correctly, but only slight difference between the guess and the answer.
When can we meet? Yeah.
Almost.
When?
Okay. When will we go?
When will we go? Okay.
When will we go?
When will we go?
When will we
When
go?
will we go?
There you
Okay.
go. When will we go? Okay. And then fine.
Fine.
Fine,
Where we will
when-
meet? Where we will meet?
Almost.
Where?
Where do we
Where-
meet?
Where
Where will we meet, or where do we meet?
where will we meet?
Where will?
Where will
Where
we
will
Where
we
will we meet?
Okay. What about my house?
Fine.
Great.
Great.
Great, great. There
Great,
you go.
great.
Great. Let's ask Pete to join us. Now, this one is a little bit harder because there are so many blank ones. So I'm going to ask Mr. Ariono to listen straight to the listening. You're going to fill out the Michael part, number 1. This is Mr. Ariono. Okay. And then Mr. Randy, you're going to type in for Rohana. And then Michael again will be Mr. Wira. You have 2 parts here. And then Miss Ruth, you also have 2 parts for Michael. Wow, I won't be until 9. And then the last part. Okay. Please type in on my screen what you hear from the listening.
How about 2 o'clock today?
Fine. Where do we meet?
What about at my house?
Great. Let's ask Pete to join us. He can drive for us.
Yep, that's the idea.
4. In the elevator.
When can we meet to talk about the new product launch?
I'm free today. What about after lunch?
I'm sorry, today is not possible. I have an appointment with a client this afternoon. What do you say tomorrow morning?
Okay. Are you free at 8:30?
Whoa, I won't be in until 9. What about 9:30?
1 hour later is no problem.
Where?
At your office. Do you serve coffee at your office?
No problem. Coffee is always available. Bye.
See you tomorrow morning.
Okay. How about Michael Park? This one, Mr. Wira?
That's not. Oh,
Good.
oh.
You need to undo.
Undo. Okay.
Enggak tak pasang, enggak kelihatan. Bentar.
Okay, now let's check one more time. And if you have any differences with the conversation, you can fix it.
New product launch.
I'm free today.
Let's ask Pete to join us. He can drive for us.
Yep, that's the idea.
4. In the elevator.
When can we meet to talk about the new product launch?
I'm free today. What about after lunch?
I'm sorry, today's not possible. I have an appointment with a client this afternoon. What do you say tomorrow morning?
Okay. Are you free at 8:30?
Whoa, I won't be in until 9. What about 9:30?
1 hour later is no problem.
Where?
At your office. Do you serve coffee at your office?
No problem. Coffee is always available. Bye.
See you tomorrow morning.
So there are still, there you go. I'm sorry. Wait, I cannot see it. I'm sorry, today is not possible. Thank you. Anything else that is different?
When can we meet?
When can we meet? Got it. Okay. When can we meet? I'm going to edit your sentence, Mr. Aryono. Okay, there you go. So now I'm going to ask Mr. Randy and Mr. Aryono to play out the conversation. Mr. Aryono, you're going to be Rohana. Mr. Randy, you're going to be Michael.
Okay, start now.
Yep, please.
When can we meet? Apaan?
Oh.
sorry. Oke. Oh yeah.
I cannot move it. There you go.
Okay. Okay. When can we meet to talk about the new product launch?
I'm free today. What about after lunch?
I'm sorry, today is not possible. I have an appointment with a client this afternoon. How about tomorrow morning?
Okay. Are you free at 8:30?
Wow, I won't be in until 9. What about 9:30?
1 hour later is no problem.
Where?
At your office? Will you be serving coffee?
No problem. Coffee is always available. Bye.
See you tomorrow morning.
Thank you. Now, if you see the lines that I'm making, that's the kind of intonation you should have for the sentence. So how do we actually say the first sentence?
When can we meet
When can we meet to talk about the new
about
product
the new
launch?
product launch?
There you go. So the intonation goes up and then goes down. When can we meet to talk about the new product launch? And then this one also. So instead of going up, it's actually going down at your office. Okay, so instead of
your
at your
office.
Will
office,
you be serving
at your
coffee?
At your
office,
office.
at your office. Mr. Wira, ready?
Ready?
You're going to be Michael, Miss Ruth, you're going to be Rohana.
Where can we meet to talk about the new product launch?
I'm free today. What about after lunch?
I'm sorry, today is not possible. I have an appointment with a client this afternoon. How about tomorrow morning?
Okay, are you free at 8:30?
Wow, I won't be able until 9. What about 9:30?
1 hour later is no problem.
Where?
At your office, will you be serving coffee?
No problem. Coffee is always available. Bye.
See you tomorrow morning.
Nice, very good. Okay, there you go. So sometimes when we read out the conversation, we forget that we need to insert reality,
Oh,
like
yeah.
feelings as well. So uh, it's very interesting that when you read, you tend to do it a little bit flatly than when you talk. So
Yeah.
let's try and do this talk without reading it then. Okay.
It's kind of hard.
It's just when can we meet, and then you state the time, and then the place. You ask about the place, and you state the place. That's it, probably. So the time, the place, and the reason why you need to meet. Okay. Mr. Ariana, are you ready?
Okay.
Okay. So Mr. Ariana is going to be Michael. Mr. Wira is going to be Rohana.
Michael is the first person, yes?
Yes, you are going to extend the question.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Wira. Where can we attend to automotive show?
I'm sorry, I can hear you.
Wait. I'm thinking first. Hey, Mr. Wira. When can we visit computer exhibition?
How about today, after lunch?
I afraid I have a meeting today. How about Saturday maybe?
Okay. Are you free at 10 a.m.?
Okay, no problem.
Okay, see you there.
See you. We forgot.
You haven't arranged the place.
Oh, yeah, arrange the place.
What?
Oh, yeah. Where? Okay.
But thank you. That's a much better conversation than the one that you read earlier.
Oh.
Randy, are you ready? Miss Ruth is going to be Michael. You're going to be Rohana.
Which one will be going to Michael? Me?
Yes, you're going to be
Okay.
Michael, Miss
Okay. What is the scenario? Okay.
You need to extend an invitation and say a time. Mr. Randy is going to say okay, but he is going to refuse the time and offer another time, and then the place.
Okay. About work. Hello, Mr. Randy. I want to discuss to you about your project with Mr. Aldo. When can we discuss about your project?
Mr. Randy, you're muted.
Hey, I'm sorry. Okay, can we play again?
Okay, Mr. Ruth, you need to repeat one more time.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Randy.
Hello, Miss Roth.
Yeah, I want to know about your project progress. When will we discuss your project with Mr. Aldo?
Okay, I'm free today. How about 9 o'clock?
9 o'clock. I have another meeting. How about tomorrow?
Tomorrow, what o'clock?
Pardon me?
What o'clock? If tomorrow?
Okay. Tomorrow in 9 a.m. also. Is it okay for you?
Okay, 9 a.m. Okay, it's
Okay.
okay.
9 a.m. in the main meeting room. Please inform Mr. Aldo.
Okay, in the meeting room. No problem. Can you oh yeah. There is apa tadi? There is coffee.
Is Ramadan right now? Are you not fasting?
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Oh, by the way, you can just go on, Miss Ruth.
Yeah, maybe we can delay our discussion in the after breakfasting. Then we can have coffee.
No. It's okay. 9 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay, see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Okay, that's the kind of ending the conversation that I wanted to talk about earlier, but Ms. Ruth already said it, so well done. If you want to end a conversation of making arrangement like that, you can say, I'll see you tomorrow, or I'll see you at the meeting time, or something that confirm about the meeting time and the place. Thank you. By the way, Mr. Randy, you can also say what time instead of what o'clock. What time can we meet? What time can we meet for the meeting or the discussion? Okay, there you go. Now this time we're going to deal with this one, daily planner. Okay. So if you take a look at this, we have an agenda of someone. And I'm going to ask you to listen to the audio and to fill out this agenda. I'm going to make it bigger a little bit. So what we have here is sales reps, new catalog and prices, marketing room. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. I'm going to ask, do I need to assign the time, or do you want to be free to fill out the agenda? It's your choice. Do you want to be assigned to a specific time, or do you want to be free to fill out the agenda?
I choose assign with a specific time.
Okay, assign with a specific time. It means that, sorry, Ms. Ruth is going to deal with this part, 3 until 4. Okay. Mr. Wira, you're going to deal with 1 until 2. There you go. Mr. Randy, you're going to deal with 11 until 12. And of course, Mr. Ariano is going to deal with 10, since 9 a.m. is already filled out. Okay. Hang on a second. I'm going to play the audio.
Activity 4. Listen and complete the agenda. In the director's room.
Selma, I need to meet with a client. Brief me on my schedule for today.
Well, sir, you have 4 appointments today. At 9, you have a meeting with the sales reps in the marketing room about the new catalog and prices. Then, at 11, you have to be at City Hall to discuss the community service project with public relations.
Okay, how about my afternoon schedule?
At 1, you have a meeting in the boardroom with the finance committee about opening our new branch.
Is that it?
No, sir. You still have an appointment at 3 with the contact person of World TV about the coverage of the new branch.
So, I have appointments at 9, 11, 1, and 3, right?
That's right, sir.
So, please contact Mr. Jacobson at Mitsuri Incorporated and tell him he can meet me at 2 in my office to finalize the contract.
Right away, sir.
Okay. Mr. Ariano, did you get your part?
Yes.
Okay, so what's your schedule?
10 a.m. is no schedule.
There is no,
Meeting at all.
wait, 10 p.m. or 10 a.m.?
10 a.m. Sorry.
a.m. Okay, 10 a.m.
Yes.
So 10 a.m. there's no schedule. How about Mr. Randy? 11?
Meeting with public relation, maybe.
Pardon, Mr. Randy, I cannot. Oh, you can even type it because I cannot hear you well.
Okay.
Ms. Ruth and Mr. Wira, you can also type your answers to the agenda. Ms. Ruth, did you get your part?
Um, I only hear these things.
Okay, so far, this is what we got from the agenda. I know the director and the secretary talk fast. That's why we are dividing the task to listen to which part. Okay, so Mr. Ariano, since you don't have any you don't have any schedule at 10 a.m., I'm going to assign you to find out the new schedule that the director make at 2 p.m. Okay, we're going to listen to it one more time, and you're going to check your answers. If you want to add more to your answers, please do.
Activity 4. Listen and complete the agenda. In the director's room.
Selma, I need to meet with a client. Brief me on my schedule for today.
Well, sir, you have 4 appointments today. At 9, you have a meeting with the sales reps in the marketing room about the new catalog and prices. Then, at 11, you have to be at City Hall to discuss the community service project with public relations.
Okay, how about my afternoon schedule?
At 1, you have a meeting in the boardroom with the finance committee about opening our new branch.
Is that it?
No, sir. You still have an appointment at 3 with the contact person of World TV about the coverage of the new branch.
So, I have appointments at 9, 11, 1, and 3, right?
That's right, sir.
So, please contact Mr. Jacobson at Mitsuri Incorporated and tell him he can meet me at 2 in my office to finalize the contract.
Right away, sir.
Okay, so instead of cover of new brand, Ms. Ruth, did you get the correct answer?
Uh, I kind of confused about the cover or coverage, but coverage I
Coverage it
think
is.
coverage it is, but the context of the definition, I think it's not related. But coverage, the right is.
Coverage of new branch. So they are going to make a new branch, as this one, Mr. Wira already answered correctly, finance, opening new branch. And the director is going to talk on TV about the coverage of the new branch. Coverage is liputan, right?
Yeah, okay.
The coverage of the new branch. Mr. Jacobson finalized the contract, and Mr. Wira is even adding his answer. Thank you. Yes, finance community. Where's the place, Mr. Ariano?
I forgot.
Anybody remembers the place where 2 p.m. meeting is supposed to be done? No idea. At the office, by the way.
The office.
Oh,
At the office.
At the office.
By the way, congratulations, Mr. Randy and Mr. Vira, for getting your answers correctly. Thank you. Well done. Now, I'm going to ask you to do this one about your own. Okay, so I'm going to ask tomorrow's planner. You are going to discuss tomorrow's planner from 9 until 4 p.m. with a partner in the breakout room. Okay? If it's possible, please make it specific with your own job. So instead of using non-specific one, like there's a meeting, what kind of meeting that you are going to have? Be specific. And then what are you really going to talk about it? There you go. So I'm going to give 5 minutes for you to practice. Both of you are going to talk about your schedule from 9 until 4. Okay, how about at 9? What do you have at 9? For example, this is Mr. Ariano and Miss Ruth. So Miss Ruth, what are you going to have at 9 tomorrow? Oh, I have a meeting with the legal community or something, and we're going to discuss about blah, blah, blah. How about you, Mr. Ariano? Oh, I'm going to have to go to Gerbang Tol Waru, for example, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm going to put you in the breakout room. Okay, hang on a second. You have 5 minutes to talk about your schedule. Okay, I'm opening all rooms. You can go to the breakout rooms. Good luck.
Jumat praying until 1 p.m. and then 1 p.m.
So you are for what after lunch? When will you available?
I available at 1 p.m. I think.
Oh, okay, but I'm afraid I have another agenda for that time.
How
How
about
about 2 p.m. maybe?
2 p.m. is okay. I'm free.
9 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m.
9 p.m.
2 p.m.,
and
4 p.m.
4 p.m. You have three plan.
Yes,
So you have three plan.
agenda.
Okay. Okay, we can start over again. You have
Okay.
4 plan. Okay. Hi, Mr. Randy.
Hello,
What is your
hello.
plan for tomorrow?
In the morning at 9 a.m., I have to finish the draft agreement with General Manager Finance at the meeting room. At 2 p.m., I have schedule with manager human capital for the draft contract.
Huh? The contract? Contract.
Your contract, ya.
Yeah.
Finishing draft contract at the third floor. And the last one,
Welcome back, Mr. Aryono.
Thank you. Miss Ruth is leave me. He have meeting.
Oh, I see. But it's okay. You're actually going to talk about your own schedule anyway. No problem. I'm putting you in breakout room with a partner so you can fix each other's probably pronunciation or timing or so on. Okay. Hello, Mr. Wira. Hello,
Hello.
Mr. Randy. Welcome back.
Yeah.
hello.
Okay. So since Mr. Aryono was here first, can you please talk about your schedule, Mr. Aryono?
Okay.
So
Message.
what are you
Yes.
going to have tomorrow? Oh, Mr. Ruth is here.
Tomorrow at start at 9 a.m. I check the report from all toll gate in Surabaya Mojokerto toll road, and then at 10 p.m. I make a summary of our report, and then I report that summary to Jasa Marga main office at Jakarta. And then 11 a.m. I prepare to Jumat pray until 12:30 maybe, and then in 30 minutes I take a break until 1 p.m. and 1 p.m. I make prepare for monthly report, maybe for 2 hours. And then at 3 p.m. I make afternoon report for Jasa Marga main office for posko penyekatan activity. Okay, that's it.
Thank you for sharing your schedule tomorrow. Okay. Mr. Wira, are you ready with your schedule?
Yes.
So what will you have tomorrow? What are you going to have tomorrow, Mr. Wira?
Tomorrow at 10 a.m. I have to finalize my annual report 2020, and I have meeting with vendor and Zoom meeting, and at 2 p.m. I have to make my monthly report because we have the meeting at Thursday. Thursday was the date. Okay. Oh, sorry, not Thursday, but Tuesday at 11 Tuesday. I have the meeting with monthly report with board of direction at ruang meeting utama, and then 4 p.m. I have to discuss about prognosa budget with Mrs. Ruth at finance meeting room. That's all.
Okay, thank you for sharing. By the way, BOD is board of directors.
Board of director, yeah, as BOD. Can I
Yeah.
say BOD? Can I say
Sure.
just BOD? Okay, board
If
of
you're
director.
talking in an office environment, it's very common to say BOD, no problem.
BOD, okay.
Everybody understands.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
Thank you for sharing, Mr. Wira. Mr. Randy?
Yeah.
How about your plans for tomorrow? What are you going to do tomorrow?
Mr. Randy, mute.
Okay, sorry. I have 3 agenda for tomorrow. Start at 9 a.m. I have to finish the draft agreement with Ms. Ruth at the meeting room finance. And then at 10 a.m. I will review. I have to review draft addendum GMTM at my place. And then the last at 2 p.m. I have to prepare draft addendum 2, but the last is addendum PPGT. That's it.
Okay, thank you so much. By the way, it's finance meeting room instead of meeting room finance.
Oh yeah.
Finance meeting room. Okay.
Okay.
So it seems that Miss Ruth is going to be the busiest. Could you please share your schedule for tomorrow, Miss Ruth?
Okay. Tomorrow, my schedule for tomorrow is at 8 a.m. I have appointment with my president director, and then at 9 a.m. I have until lunch. I have to finish my BOC report, and then after lunch, I heard that Mr. Wira and Mr. Randy mentioned my name, but I don't remember. I have plan for you too. But if if there are any report that I have to review, maybe my agenda for after lunch is review their work. That's all.
So how about in the afternoon, like 3 until 4? No agenda at all?
Go home, of course. Go home.
Oh, go home. Okay, got it. Oh, tomorrow is Friday. Yep. Shorter day?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. There you go. So it is very critical that it's very important that you are able to talk about your own agenda in English, because if you are only talking about what is mentioned in the course book, sometimes it doesn't fit your own activities or agendas, so it doesn't mean anything. But if you use your own personalized things, hopefully it will be more meaningful. You remember those things more, and you are more comfortable talking about it. Okay, so there you go. And too big. Wait, this is what we're going to do. So answer positively. We're going to have a meeting. Of course, it doesn't have to be marketing manager and marketing staff. It should be your own job description. Okay. But the main thing is you need to start a conversation by asking B to come for a meeting. Tell B the day, suggest another day and time, where, and conversation. This is basically what we already practiced at the beginning of our session today. This time, hopefully, you can do it more smoothly than the previous one. Okay, so the B part is going to answer positively and ask about the time, but then he or she has another meeting at that time. After you suggest another day and time, he or she will respond positively and ask for the place. Okay? Exactly like what we have practiced earlier. This time, if you could, please do it more smoothly. So instead of saying a lot of let's try and do our conversation less quicker. This is how you actually can cut the part. You can do the conversation less quicker while you're thinking, but you don't have to utter the sound So that's what we're going to try to delete today, the sound. Okay, ready? So I'm going to ask Miss Ruth and Mr. Wira to be the first pair. Mr. Wira, you're going to suggest a meeting. Miss Ruth, you're going to refuse the hour. And Mr. Wira is going to suggest another day and date. Okay, ready? Mr. Wira, you are muted.
Okay.
Remember, what we're trying to achieve here is smoothness.
Smoothness. Okay. Hi, Mrs. Ruth. Can we talk about the annual report, the annual report 2020?
Sure. What time?
Maybe Monday after lunch, Monday 10th May 10th after lunch.
I'm sorry. Do you mean at Monday?
At Monday.
Monday at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. Sorry.
After lunch, 1 p.m.
Oh, okay. 1 p.m. I think the director has asked me to join a meeting with the bank. I'm afraid I can't. How about 3 p.m.?
Okay. Where do we meet?
To you, as long as it is in the office.
Okay, how about the finance meeting room?
Great. We meet there at Monday. We meet there Monday at 1 p.m. See ya.
Okay, see you on Monday.
There you go. Okay, thank you. There are still some in the conversation, but at least it's smoother than the first trial. Mr. Ariono, Mr. Randy, are you ready? So Mr. Randy is going to offer a meeting time to Mr. Ariono. Mr. Ariono, you're going to refuse the meeting time. Okay? Ready, Mr. Randy?
Sorry,
You are
I'm
going to
for
offer the meeting.
offer the meeting.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Ariono.
Hello, Mr. Randy.
Oh, I want to discuss draft contract with you tomorrow. Can you join me?
What time?
Tomorrow at 9 o'clock.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can. How about 10 o'clock?
Okay then, 10 o'clock. Where do we can meet?
How about meeting room number 1 on second floor?
Okay, then see you tomorrow.
See you then.
Okay, nice one. By the way, where can we meet?
Where
Where can we meet? Or where will we meet? Where can we meet? There you go. Nice one. I only heard one. So,
Yes, that's me.
that's a lot better. Thank you. Now, as usual, we're going to talk about grammar. Okay, there you go. Our grammar is exactly what I discussed or I highlighted earlier from Mr. Ariono and Mr. Randy's conversation. Where can we meet? Where will we meet? There you go. If you pay attention here, after will or can, or what you call modals, we have verb basic. So only the basic. When will we meet? Where can we meet? Whenever you use can and will, you need to use verb basic. Verb basic means there are no extra s. For example, like he goes, she goes, or where can he goes? No, only the basic one. Okay. If you take a look at this, the modals is always separated by the subject before the verb basic. Now, how about this first one? How do you make the sentence for colleague number 1?
When can I meet you?
When can I meet you? Thank you. And then colleague number 1 again.
Will
you pick me up?
Pick me up.
Got it. Will you pick me up? Mr. Ariana and Miss Ruth, I'm going to ask you to perform this colleague number 1 and colleague number 2. Go on then.
Okay, I'll be colleague number 1. When can I meet you?
Wait, Mr. Ariano. Try not to read instead, but say, when can I meet you?
Okay. When can I meet you?
I'm free in the afternoon after 2:30.
Will you pick me up?
Sure, no problem.
Okay, there you go. Sure, no problem. How about the second conversation? Okay.
What time will we meet tomorrow?
Got it. What time will we meet
What time?
tomorrow? 7 o'clock at Java Cafe. And then
Where can I pick you?
You
Pick
up.
up you.
pick up you or pick you up?
Pick you up.
Pick you up.
Got it. Where can I pick you up? There you go. I'm going to ask Mr. Ariana and Mr. Wira to play the conversation.
Wait.
What time will what time we will meet tomorrow?
7 o'clock at Java Cafe. Can I pick you up?
How about at Grand Supermarket? I need to buy something there.
Okay. So is the question what time we will meet tomorrow or what time will we meet tomorrow?
What time
Will we meet?
Or
will
we
we
will?
meet?
Will we meet? There you
Will
go.
we meet?
Okay.
Mhm.
And then
What
Mr.
time we will
Ariana,
meet tomorrow?
Where
can I pick you up?
can I pick you up?
Okay. Can we play it one more time, please?
What time we will meet tomorrow?
Oh,
Hey, what
Yours
time? What time we
Will we?
will
will
we?
we? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. What time we will meet tomorrow?
Still,
What time we
will we?
will we, right?
Mhm.
What time will we
Will.
meet tomorrow?
Okay.
7 o'clock at Java Cafe. Where can I pick you up?
How about at Grand Supermarket? I need to buy something there.
There you go. Okay. Mr. Vira still has confusion about where will we
Where
ever
will we?
since
What
ever
time we
since
will
last
meet?
session. Okay, how about this one, college girl?
Just a second.
That's
When will we go?
When will we go? Got it. And then college boy.
Can I pick
You
you
up at 5?
Can I
at 5?
pick you up at 5? Okay. I'm going to ask Mr. Andy and Miss Ruth to play this one on campus.
Mr. Randy will be college boy, right?
Yeah. No, girl.
Up to you, free. If you want to be college boy,
Mr.
no
Andy,
problem.
girl.
Oh,
Miss
Only
Ruth, boy.
office girl.
office.
Okay. Are you free tomorrow evening?
Yes, what's up?
Let's go to the computer fair.
That sounds like fun. When will we go?
Can I pick you up at 5?
At my place? Fine with me.
Nice, very good. So both of you did it so fluently.
5 menit.
And the last one? It's a long one.
Yeah. When can we meet to discuss the pricing of new hair tonic?
Got it. When can we meet to discuss the pricing of the new hair tonic? And then?
Can you make it on 10? Can you make it out at 10?
Almost.
Friday.
Can
you make it on?
make it on? Can you make it on it at 10? Oh, so
No.
you make it.
Can you make it on Friday at 10?
At 10.
There you go. Can you make it on Friday at 10?
Make it on Friday at 10.
Boardroom, right? Now I'm going to ask all of you to do this. So the first one will be Mr. Ariana and Miss Ruth. Are you ready?
Wait.
Wait. Don't try to arrange it and type it. I need you to
No,
think
no.
and to arrange the sentence.
Can you?
Yeah, without typing.
I want to be employed too.
Okay. Miss Ruth, when can we meet to discuss of pricing of new hair tonic?
Can you make it at Friday? Can you make it on Friday at 10?
Sure. In the boardroom, right?
Yes.
Ariana, yeah. Mr. Ariana actually used 2 off. When can we meet to discuss the pricing of
Oh,
your hair tonic?
I miss off yes.
Okay, and then oh yeah, one thing that I'm going to remind you again. I already talked about this earlier, right? So we use at to talk about the hours, and then on to talk about the days, in to talk about the year or month. So when you want to say next month, you can say, can we discuss it in June? In June. So not on June or at June, in June. Can we discuss it on Monday? On. Can we discuss it at 5 p.m.? At.
Okay.
Mr. Randy, you're going to do it with Mr. Wira. Are you ready?
Mr. Randy.
You are muted.
Hello.
Okay, go on then.
Number 4.
Yes.
Okay. When panjang
Okay, I'll be the player one. Mr. Randy, when can we meet to discuss the pricing of the new hair tonic?
Can you make it on at time Friday?
Sure, in the boardroom, right?
Mr. Randy actually forgot the 10. Can you make it on Friday at 10?
At 10.
Yeah, can you make it
At
on
10.
Friday at 10?
Oh, Friday at 10.
Sure, in the boardroom, right?
Can you make it on?
So, can I ask a question for you? Each person is going to ask a very specific question about your own schedule. So I hope you can tell me your schedule at that specific time and date. Okay. Miss Ruth, what are you going to have on Monday at 10 a.m.?
Monday at 10 a.m. Oh, I have meeting with the parent company about our April performance, financial performance.
I see. Thank you for that. Mr. Ariana, how about you? What's your plan for Thursday next week?
Thursday next week. It's holiday, I think.
But you said you don't have any holiday.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You're on
I forgot.
ticket.
Oh, yes.
Yes, sir.
At maybe after praying, I go to Warugunung toll gate and stand by there for 12 12 o'clock, I think.
Until 12
Uh,
o'clock.
until 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock midnight, you mean?
No, at afternoon.
Oh, so from after. Oh, okay. You mean after Idul Fitri prayer? So I was
Yes,
thinking after.
after.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Vira, what are your plans for Tuesday at 2 o'clock?
Oh, my plan Tuesday at 2 o'clock is meeting with vendor to talk about the design of annual report book for 2020.
Nice one. Thank you. That's very smooth, by the way. Mr. Andy, tomorrow is Friday. What's your plan for Tuesday at 10 a.m.?
At 10 a.m., I have to review a contract for my own.
Oh, that's your intonation goes. Yeah, the intonation goes up. So I was waiting for more information. I have to review contract on my own. So I thought there's another.
There's no sentences.
Yeah. Remember to make it down. I have to review contract on my own.
On my own.
There you go. So
Intonation.
this is our last session before the break. You are going to have a break until the 20th of May. Before we have a break, what are you going to take from our past 8 sessions for this class so far? Reflection time. Both of you said at the same time. Okay, Miss Ruth, Mr. Vera.
Miss Ruth first.
Okay.
Ladies first.
Okay. In this situation, always ladies first. Yes. Okay. What I take note of for our 8th last session is about asking invitation. We can use would you like to for politely for invite someone more politely, and we can choose. We can also choose will you or do you for us for casual or for close friends, and we can ask about how about, but after how about we add the verb with ing. And then for today, I also get reminded again for when we use on, at, and in for saying time, telling the time of the appointment. I think I get that, and yeah. And there is also what's the difference between going to or will? Going to is we have planned for the planning a long time, and if we use will, we have planned but just spontaneously. That's it.
Got it. Okay, thank you, Ms. Ruth, for sharing your reflection. Mr. Wira?
Yes. We just complete our 8 or 7 lesson. Yes?
8 session.
8 session. Okay.
Unit 4. Yes.
Unit 4. Yeah. I think because of this lesson, I have spirit to practice with my family at home because I have to make conversation fluently. So I practice with my wife, my kids, so I can do it well because my goals is I have to make a conversation fluently. That is my reflection, maybe. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wira. Mr. Aryono, Mr. Randy.
Okay. I think the most difficult for me is starting small talk. What sentence is the first sentence should be as the new for new people, and then I difficult to say the pronunciation of some word in English, and then it's difficult to remember using at, on, and in for in condition at yeah, time or place or something.
Thank you for your reflection, Mr. Aryono.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Mr. Randy, your reflection, please.
I learned a lot. First, I learned about start and end the conversation, and then keeping conversation going fluently, and then how to respond. And hard for me is learn about intonation, up
Intonation.
and down.
Yeah, I noticed that about you too, Mr. Randy. You tend to end your sentence with an a rising intonation. There you go. So thank you so much for sharing your reflections with me and for joining today's session. I hope we can meet again on the 20th of May.
20th May.
I know you're not going to have any holiday. So good luck with your work, everyone.
Thank you.
Keep fighting.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Thank you,
much for
Miss.
joining.
Thank you,
Goodbye.
Thank you, bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.